Well, these patterns of evidence films have really helped to point people into the direction where these events happen. So the first clip I want to show you is a clip with Rabbi Manis Friedman, who's going to be talking about the Passover, and we're going to be looking at the history of the Passover and how it's been celebrated. And then, you're not going to believe this, but I always thought it was about Egypt, but then I realized that, no, this is also about Israel. And so in like 2005 and 2006, I felt that we had to go to Israel. When I got there, they said, who do you want to talk to? And I said, I want to talk to the leaders of your nation. And that's when I was able to actually get an interview with Shimon Peres, the president of Israel, as well as Benjamin Netanyahu, who was the prime minister of Israel. And he's in this clip. So let's take a look at it.
God protected the children of Israel from these plagues, while the rest of the land was being devastated by them, to where Pharaoh's servants themselves pleaded with him, saying that this was the finger of God and that Egypt was being ruined. But Pharaoh would not relent. He knew that Egypt depended on the work of these foreign slaves.
In Israel, Mahoney also had the privilege to speak with the prime minister. Although seen by most as a political figure, Benjamin Netanyahu was also an author and historian, like his father.
Tell me about the effect the Exodus has had upon civilizations in the last 3,000 years.
Moses was the greatest revolutionary of all time. Remember that in antiquity there were grand empires that were based on one principle, and that is slavery. And Moses challenged that twice. He challenged it by taking his people who were slaves in bondage in Egypt and freed them and took them to their promised land. But he also challenged it by providing a code, a moral code for mankind that said that it is not the king or the emperor that decides the law. There's a higher law. And these were absolutely revolutionary ideas